Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Sunday. All right, guys. Well, we are back to talk about some more Real Housewives in New Jersey because it seems like it's just the gift that keeps on giving, which, listen, we love that. We have TikToks coming out today, polls coming out today. We have news stories coming out on upandadamlive.com. Tomorrow we have Below Deck. That means that we have a live watch party. Plus we have hot, messy topics. And then on Tuesday is our last day before we end up leaving. But I am going to be the guest co-host of Anchor Watch. So look at me go. Oh my God, guest co-host on my own channel. All right, guys. Hit the like button, get subscribed, do all of the things, and let's just jump right into this shit, shall we? Shut up, Adam. All right, guys. So this is kind of something that I wanted to talk to you guys about. It looks like Teresa Giudice. Well, first, let's just kind of get into her. Teresa Giudice, to be honest with you, I'm not like totally shocked by this, but she's addressing her own tax lien of 303,000. And again, she said that she was taking accountability. And we talked about this where she fired her accounting team. So she is saying that she made changes, but like saying that when she went to prison, she went to camp. This was in her financial team. And she said that now she's working with a top-notch accounting, professional company to properly manage her taxes and legal obligations. And I think that that's great. On her June 25th episode of Turning the Tables podcast, she did insist that she's not running away from the issue. And she emphasized that fixing tax problems, it's a long process. But, she said that sometimes you trust the wrong people in a shady industry. And now moving forward, she's going to cross every T and dot every I. And she'd also like her ex-husband, Joe Giudice, who lives in the Bahamas right now, to return to the US to help her financially with their 4 daughters, including college. And, she has no support from him. And I don't think, let me just say this really quick. I think that when he left, a lot of the responsibility went on her because he left and he went to Italy, then he went to the Bahamas. And when she came out, her career was just still booming. And the girl did every single appearance, every single money opportunity that she could do to not only pay off her restitution, pay off his restitution, put food on the table for her kids, make sure that their lives went back to normal. She literally worked every job. I get so much shit sometimes because I have a balanced perspective, and I truly feel that way. Like sometimes I don't necessarily agree with the Teresa and Louis of it all. However, that's what this is about. It's a show. You're not always going to agree with them. But when I look at the woman as a mother and how she really rides hard for her daughters, I see where people tell me, Adam, she's a shitty mother. I'm like, I just don't. I think that she is a great mother who has found herself in shitty situations by choice and chance. But I don't think that she is a shitty mother. I think that a shitty mother would sit at home and be like, oh, well, life is over and I'm not going to muscle through this. And sorry, our life has changed. And I'm not, I feel like that would be a shitty mother. That's not who or how Teresa operates. I think that's the difference, truly. That's how I feel. But she did note that Louis Ruelas is very supportive and the children are not his responsibility. But I think that he probably helps fill a gap when it comes to the absence of Joe. And, I think that she's just pretty much saying that even going on that TV show or that news channel where she was attacked over tax questions, she said, listen, I'm trying to work and pay my taxes. It is what it is. But Dolores Catania, also on Two T's in a Pod, she was on with Tamra Judge and she discussed the ongoing feud between Teresa and Melissa Gorga. And she pretty much said to fans, don't hold your breath. Don't expect some reconciliation off camera or on the show anytime soon. It's not going to happen. But she compared the lingering resentment and division among the Gorgas and Giudices to some of the things that she's watching on the Valley, which I thought was interesting. But according to her, there are a lot of past issues that have stacked up over years and they've not been forgiven or resolved. And despite being family, Dolores doesn't really foresee them reaching any resolution anytime soon. And she also criticized a few people who throw wood on the fire. She said people like to, fan the flames and encourage the feud. I would imagine that that would be true only because when I was around the cast members from Vanderpump Rules, when I was watching them and they would come into Tom Tom or they would go into Pump or they would come into Sir, they would have so many people around. It was like an entourage. And these people would be, yes, oh my God, you're amazing. You're incredible. Yes, we love you. Oh my God, Queen. Yes, you look head to toe incredible. Oh, right now, he didn't text you back in 5 minutes. Girl, you can do so much better. Does he know who the you are? It was just so like bizarre. And I would sit there and watch people gas up these cast members. And I feel like the cast members thought that these were your real friends. That's not a real friend. Let me tell you why. I can count on one hand my real friends. If I say something, it doesn't matter, YouTube, not YouTube, whatever. They don't give a shit about anything that I'm doing. If I say something and I sound out of pocket, they will check my ass in 2 seconds. That, my friend, is a friend. Somebody who's not going to be a yes man, but somebody who is going to hold you accountable. Somebody who is going to tell you this is not your normal behavior. And who the do you think you are right now? Pull it back. That is a real friend. That's why I only have a few of them, because I also don't surround myself with yes men. But hold on. Then there was this.
Honestly, don't want them making up off camera. I want to see it on camera. I want to see that they have the ability to sit down, talk about it, argue about it, fight it out, do whatever they have to do and move forward.
Don't hold your breath.
Yeah, I know.
I think at this point, over the years and all the things that have happened have now piled up. Like we saw in the Valley, like the resentment when they had their little circle, the guys, it adds up and it's never been released. It's never been totally forgiven or forgotten for the most part.
They're family.
Yeah. I don't see it happening. I never encourage them to fight, by the way. I never instigate. A lot of people in both their lives like to throw wood on the fire. You know what I mean? Do you know what I'm
talking? Like little gasoline on the fire to get
like little like the little hanger-oners that like try to get that person worked up against the other person to make them think that they're their friend. Like get out of here.
Yeah, get out of here. I honestly
literally what I just said. The hanger-oners, the people who want to be like, oh my God, you're amazing. Yes, Teresa, you don't have to deal with Melissa or Joe. You are the queen. You're the OG. You know who the you are? Melissa Joe, like, dude, she should be so lucky that she even had you guys, because when she went to prison, you helped out with the kids and like you guys have done everything. Teresa, Louis, like they have no respect for you. It's like, no, there's so many outside influences. I want to hear what you guys think, guys. Pop off in the comment section. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. Also, we have on upandadamalive.com new articles that are coming out literally every single day. So let me just go ahead and share that with you right now. You guys can go over to upandadamalive.com. You can check it out. By the way, this wedding was everything. But you can scroll down. You can see we have YouTube videos. We have our podcast. We have our incredible team of writers. And you can click on the chat box. And on the chat box, you can see that on Monday, we are back for Below Deck. So I love you guys. We'll see you so very soon. And bye.